Well, we've got DNCE guys. So
Hey.
excited to have you.
Thank you so much for having us. We're thrilled to be here.
I literally lost my shit when you guys made the announcement back in, what was it, February?
Yeah.
February, DNCE making a
thank you.
comeback. I was like, oh my God, you guys.
We're so happy to be back. It's honestly been so exciting for us. And to have Kygo kind of kick us off and get us going, push the timeline up, actually. We were going to release some stuff probably closer to right now, but he sent us this track for Dancing Feet. We just loved it, and we said, let's let this be the launching pad for us.
So was that your, like, were you friends with him before that? Like, how does that work?
We performed Cake by the Ocean years ago at one of his like pool parties in Vegas. We hopped up, met him, his manager. We all hit it off, and we've seen him on and off for years. And so then we finally decided, let's try to like make something work. In the past, I recorded a song that didn't work out to use with Kygo, but this was the right fit. So I'm glad we waited.
That's so cool. I mean, I feel like the timing on this is just really, really great because I don't know, like I've been at home doing my show in my pajamas, just like sitting down for 2 years, and it's like your music, and I will say this, you know, from back in the day, a couple years ago when you first came out, it's like I was always glad you went the band route, right? And the energy, the fun feel to it, I was like, okay, this is going to be the soundtrack to get me going. So was that like the
cool.
thought you had in mind as far as timing and releasing new music?
Yeah, pretty much. We wanted to create an album that reminded us all of what it was like to just feel like you could get out and dance and feel that free self that you can feel without feeling kind of nervous being around a bunch of people. So we envisioned what that would be like, and I think we're pretty close, if not there. So it feels good to be able to release music around this time.
So your label sent me the song, the new one, Move.
Ooh.
Yeah, I don't know if they were supposed to do that because technically it comes out tomorrow.
That's fine. You
but
can have it.
oh my gosh, I was like vibing to it. It's so much fun. The first one in what, 4 years, not counting Kygo.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's going to be a consecutive. Like, are you going to be releasing new stuff? Like, is there an album in the works? Like, what's going on?
Yeah, we have like a couple other tunes that we're figuring out how and when we want to put them out. So maybe even an album. We'll see.
Oh, that's so vague. Okay, but we'll have to just wait and see. I know you guys were in Miami and you performed at Formula One.
Yeah, so Formula One's now coming to Miami, which is exciting. And those that are listening that aren't Formula One fans, it's massive all over the world. And the U.S., I think, is just kind of similar to like soccer or football. They're a little behind the times. So it's growing, and it's going to be a massive event. And so we got to kick it off with Kygo last night, and it was nuts. And we're still like running on the fumes of the energy from that. And so it was a blast.
So have you been wanting to perform the new song yet? Like, are you making preparations for that?
We're actually doing it today for the first time.
Stop it.
Yeah, we're going to be, it's an intimate studio space, so we control, I guess, how
it's bad,
good or
we
bad
won't
we
show it to
sound.
people.
But it's good to be able to just finally play it. We were talking about it, and I think we're like Jack said earlier, we're just going to release more songs in the next few weeks. We're going to keep them dropping stuff, and we have another tune that we're going to film and capture today. So it's nice to finally play some of these songs we've been holding on to for so long.
How do you find time to do it all? Because obviously there's life. There's like obviously the Jonas Brothers, which it's not like when DNCE is not actively doing stuff. You're all busy with the Jonas Brothers, right?
You kind of said it. It works itself out beautifully. We don't have these separate projects far from what we also do on the side. So if we're doing Brothers touring, we're also all together. So we can easily write and record a DNC song. We're performing DNC music. The entire 2021 tour was us playing Jonas Brothers stuff, but also we did 3 or 4 songs throughout the tour, switching it up. So it feels good to be able to do this not only together and playing Jonas Brothers music, but obviously DNC stuff.
That's so cool. I feel like it's slightly a different sound, but do the
sure.
brothers ever go, oh, we want that song for the Jonas Brothers?
I mean,
does that ever happen?
Yeah, they're always crying. A lot of tears. They're always begging, please don't use so many hit songs for yourself.
Please have at least one flop so that we can shine.
I think that's also great because then it kind of puts the pressure on when I go in the studio with Kevin and Nick. We want to make sure we create great stuff. We're not trying to settle and tour with the same music we've had for 15 some years. We want to continue to create something that's competitive and also that you want to listen to as a new Jonas Brothers fan or old Jonas Brothers fan. We want to grab your attention.
Well, Move is a bop.
Thank you. Thank you.
I was like, oh, it's gonna keep going because when the label sent me the song, it would just keep going over and over, and I was like, okay, this is great.
We'll repeat. We like that.
Yeah, and you wrote it with Ryan Tedder?
Wrote it with Ryan Tedder.
Wow.
Who, of course, is from One Republic, but also mega songwriting / producer and great friend, impressive art collector. And just all around great guy. And I hope he's feeling better because he's in Europe and he was sick and he couldn't play a show.
Oh, no.
2 shows. But yeah, we just got in the studio together and I was really trying to crack the code on how to make this new DNCE sound come to life. We wanted to mature the sound a bit and influenced by a lot of kind of indie artists to psychedelics music. So you'll hear that in some of the stuff that's going to be trickling out in the next few weeks. But Move was just a fun dance tune that we wanted to get people up and move their bodies. And so I think hopefully it's going to do that.
Yeah, starting to do that as we kind of come out of this whole spot we've been in the last 2 years and change and, just start to live our lives again.
That's what we wanted. I mean, and that was the whole inspiration. This was recorded last year when we were really in lockdown. So doing like 20 tests before we could even get in the studio together was me and Ryan. But then we said, all right, let's envision what the world could be like, or hopefully will be like in a short amount of time, if not a year later. And so now to be at this place where we can release a song like this going into the summer where everyone's traveling and they just want to enjoy themselves and they're going to music festivals and living their best life. So that's where we want you to go mentally when you listen to this song.
Well, we are so excited to hear more of these songs that are going to be coming out in the next couple months and maybe see you pop up at certain, I know you have the Jonas Brothers residency.
Yeah, we're talking about doing some shows. I mean, we last night when we flew back, we were just like, we're itching to play a live concert. So I think in the classic DNC way, we're not going to give fans a lot of time, but we'll throw something up. If not, we'll come up with some fun, interesting activation that makes it a little bit different and exciting for the listeners.
Well, we'll be looking forward to that and catching you guys on social. Congratulations again. I'm just so happy you're back. And
thank you so
very,
much.
very, very proud. Thank you so much.
Appreciate it. Thank you so much. Have a great day.